to day 21, I think. Yes, 21. I've really got to double check these things before I start filming. Day 21 of Vlogmas. I hope you're having a good lead up to Christmas. We're going to do our routine for today. Today I am going to a party for my husband's immediate family for Christmas. So let's pick a pair of earrings. There will be children there, so let's do something fun. I think today we will do these little Christmas trees. Christmas trees with little Santa hats on the top, because that's very fun. And I think the kids will appreciate that. There we go. Almost. There we are. Alright. That'll do us for earrings. Alright, let's open up some advent calendars. We're going to start with our stationery one. We are almost done. We have 2 more to open. So we have, no, do we? Or do we have one? No, this one. This one right at the edge and this one here. So given that we, sorry, I don't know if you can see that. This one at the edge and this one here. We're going to do this one today. Because last time we opened up a long one. So we'll save that last long one. Right. Oh, it's washi tape. Or is it? Or is it a roll of stickers? Can we get out? It's a roll of stickers. This one has been so hard to open. They're all different coloured heart stickers. There we go. Not too shabby. Alright, let's do our unicorn. 21. Here it is. Right here. The effort face. Oh, looks like it's something different. Okay. But at the same time, not very good. Are we surprised? No. It's a hair elastic, I think. It's elastic. It's got this really silly design on it. Which probably would have been slightly better if it had been, like, executed well, but it looks terrible. I guess I could take it off and just use the elastic for something else. I'm so keen to know what that big one is on that. Alright, number 21 here. Here it is. Lying down. Oh, it's a reindeer. And it's on the move. Fun. Alright. And we have our socks. I think we're up to this one down here, number 9. Yes, because we opened number 8 yesterday, right? I'm going to do this so that you can hopefully see it. Did you see? Rocket Raccoon. I think my husband will be very happy to have these because he likes this character. But in a Santa hat, that's even better. That's even better. Alright. I need to organise what's going on over here because I've just been like chucking all the stuff there and it's just a chaotic mess. Let's do this one. Number 21 today, and our tea is chamomile tea. And we have our our little joke for today. What do you call a gingerbread man with one leg? I don't love this, but it's okay. What do you call a gingerbread man with one leg? You call him Limp Biscuit. Ay. Sometimes they're winners, sometimes they're very odd. Let's roll our dice. And it is a 6 today, which means we're rolling from the Macmillan spinner. There we go. And today, a kidnapped Santa Claus. That doesn't bode well for Santa Claus. Alright. L. Frank Baum. Okay. Interesting. $162 to $175. Alright, we'll pop our ribbon bookmark in there, and that is ready to read a little bit later. Alright, I'm going to go and have my breakfast now. I don't know if I'm going to have the tea now or later tonight, but either way I'll report back to you once I've had it. Good evening everyone. It's been a long day, but we are home and I am coming to you with a report. Apologies, I need to have the fan on. It is really hot in the house. It got quite hot today, even though it is now much cooler outside than it was. It's still pretty hot inside the house at the moment, so we've got some like industrial level fans going on just to try and blow some cooler air into the house. Okay, how did the day go? It went very nicely. We spent a good, like, I don't know, 5 hours or so at my sister-in-law's place. The kids loved their presents. It was great. It was nice when, you know, they're opening them, going and being really excited to find what's inside. So yeah, we nailed it, is what I'm saying. So yeah, that was very, very positive. Yeah, it was just a nice day, but we are exhausted. Let me tell you first of all that I have completed the puzzle. I did that this morning. I just didn't report back then. And when I got home I also read a little story, which today was called A Kidnapped Santa Claus by L. Frank Baum. This is a little story about there's a lot of lore that gets dropped, L-O-R-E, lore, about Santa Claus in the first few paragraphs of this story, and it's about him living in this Happy Valley, I think it was called, something like that. Laughing Valley, sorry. And everything's all very jolly there, and he's got all of his fae friends, basically, who work for him and are also his little immortal helpers. But also nearby are some demons, and they are not too pleased because Santa makes the kids so happy that the demon of, for example, selfishness, and the demon of envy and of malice and hatred, not particularly getting a lot of visitors because the children are also happy because of Santa Claus. So they try to kind of like get Santa to feel those things, but obviously he's Santa, so he doesn't. And then they're like, well, we just have to revert to force, unfortunately, and so they kidnap him. And they can only do that when he leaves the valley because he's protected by his fae friends. However, when he goes out on Christmas Eve to do his deliveries, that's when he's the least protected. So that's when they manage to kind of yank him out of his sleigh. But unbeknownst to them, because they were like, ha ha ha, all these children are not going to be getting their presents this year, and then they're all going to start feeling some pretty bad feelings. But of course, unbeknownst to them, some of Santa's helpers were with him on the sleigh, and they realize, well, Santa would not want to disappoint the children, so they go ahead and they deliver all the presents. So it all ends well. which is a massive spoiler. And Santa is safe and free at the end. So yeah, that was the story. Very interesting story. I quite liked it. I thought it was quite fun. Big lore drop though, on where Santa lives and who helps him and all of those things, and it's not necessarily consistent with some of the things that we know to be true about Santa Claus. So I'd be cautious about sharing this one with children if they have a very clear idea about Santa lore, because this is a little bit different. Okay, the last thing to do today is to try the tea, which I've had steeping here. It's going to be way too hot, but I'll just definitely have a little sip, and we'll see what we think of this chamomile tea. It's been a really long time since I've had chamomile tea. It's okay, but like as I said, I'm not a big chamomile tea drinker, so you know, perhaps it's that could be a me issue as opposed to this particular tea issue. The other thing I'm going to do is one of my friends at work baked, and she's got these. She gave me these little biscuits, which are like full of little nuts, etc. So I'm going to have one of those as well, just to finish out my day. So that's going to be how I finish out today, 21st. Oh, I forgot to say at the head of this video that in Australia today is Gravy Day. And if you're unfamiliar with Gravy Day, which if you're outside of Australia you probably are, there is a Christmas song that's written by a very well-known Australian musician called Paul Kelly, and it's called How to Make Gravy. That's the name of the song. I'll put a link to it down in the description if you want to have a listen to the song. And it's all about this guy who's in jail, and he's contacting his brother and kind of thinking about what's going to happen on Christmas, even though he's not able to be there. But at the beginning of the song he says it's the 21st of December. So today, being the 21st of December, is Gravy Day. So happy Gravy Day to all who celebrate. I hope those of you who don't know about Gravy Day enjoy listening to the song, which will be linked below. But yeah, so happy Gravy Day. And I will catch you again tomorrow for the 22nd. We're getting so close, guys. See you then. Bye.